Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you all are doing fantastic. Well, by the grace of Almighty, I'm also pretty good. Today, as usual, in the afternoon, I was going through my mail. And when I was going through my mail, one of my friends I think I'm joking. I'm making a fun, or I'm getting mad because I can't understand. I can't confirm, or I'm not sure which one is right. One of my friend or one of my friends. One of my friend or one of my friends. I am so confused. I think you all are also confused. Those who are beginners, and especially those who are beginners, they are also so much confused. Which one is right? One of my friend or one of my friends? So this is time for understanding the lesson. What I make us, nothing to be worried. Of course, I'll help you because most of the students are not sure. Well, we all have the same problem, and we use some phrases that's they are. Please look at the whiteboard. One of, a few of, some of, most of, none of, all of. There are so many phrases. So when we use those or these phrases, we are really confused how to apply the noun after this phrase, which will be correct or what will be correct, what will be singular, what will be plural. Of course, there is the confusion. Okay, don't worry, nothing to be worried, because even the most learner English, especially most learners, English speakers, have the same problem. They may still have a problem with correct words or with correct subject. So however, right now I would like to help you to understand this lesson clearly. So first of all, let's get started and look at the whiteboard, please. And first of all, I have written here countable nouns. That is countable nouns. Second one is uncountable nouns. Of course, these phrases are dependable on countable nouns and uncountable nouns. When I have started my class, I was so confused. One of my friend or one of my friends who sent me the SMS. Okay, so one of my friends or one of my friend. This is why I would like to give the importance on countable noun and uncountable nouns. So please, first of all, I would like to introduce to countable noun. There is shirt. That is the word is shirt. Shirt is known to us. This is my shirt. Of course, you all are known to shirt. However, is shirt countable or uncountable? This is one of my dress or dresses. That's up to me. This is one of my dress or dresses. That's okay. However, shirt is shirt countable? Yes, you are absolutely right. Shirt is countable now. So when I have used here, when I would like to use one of or a few of, some of, most of, none of, all of. So one of my shirt is missing. Just there is an example. One of my shirt is missing, or one of my shirts is missing. Which one is correct? It's okay. One of my shirt, when I'm using countable noun, of course that will be plural. That will be plural noun. One of my shirt. Shirt can never be singular. So there is a countable noun. It's of course countable. That's why I can make this plural. One of my shirt or shirts. Which one is right? One of my shirts. So one of my friend or one of my friends. Which one is right? One of my friends. One of my book or one of my books. Which one is right? One of my books. You are absolutely right. So I think you got the point. One of my. One of is a phrase. If I use this phrase, of course, I need to give the importance on countable noun. That will be, of course, plural. Okay. However, that will be certainly plural. So that will take singular verb or plural verb. That's up to the first one. One. Could you please tell me one? Which one is right? Is one singular or plural? Yes. I think you are thinking of that. However, it's very clear that is singular. So of course verb will be singular. One of my shirts is missing. You are right. Next one, a few. Same sentence, same example we can use here. A few of my shirt or a few of my shirts. Which one is right? A few of my shirts. You are right. But is missing or are missing? Which one is right? If it gets singular, of course it will be is. If it gets plural, of course it will be are. You are right. So a few of my shirts is missing or are missing. That's up to the first one. Okay. This one was singular, but a few, was it singular or is it singular? Of course it's plural. Yeah, a few is plural, some is plural, most is plural, none is plural, all is plural. It's okay. However, so a few of my shirts is missing or are missing. Which one is that? Be verb, I mean auxiliary verb depends on one. Auxiliary verb depends on a few, auxiliary verb depends on some, auxiliary verb depends on most, or verb depends on none, verb depends on all. You are right. So a few of my shirts is missing or are missing. Of course are missing, because there is a plural things. Okay, a few of my shirts are missing, some of my shirts are missing. So a few of my shirts are missing. Okay, you can note down on your notebook if you like to just apply more than once, or if you like to practice. Some of my shirts are missing, most of my shirts are missing, none of my shirts are missing, all of my shirts are missing. It's okay, you are right. I hope you got the point, you got the idea clearly about the countable noun. There is another thing, that is uncountable noun. How to apply that? Uncountable noun. So there are there is water, there is rice, there is sugar, there is milk, there is salt. Of course that is uncountable noun. Is it countable? You can think of yourself. Is it countable? Water, rice, sugar, salt, milk. Is it countable? Of course it's uncountable. And if I say here, okay, water is uncountable noun, rice is uncountable noun, sugar is uncountable noun, milk is uncountable noun, salt is uncountable noun. There are so many things, okay, which are uncountable. That's okay, no problem. But my question is that there are so many examples. Some of water is or are polluted. Which one is right, please? Some of water. Is water countable or uncountable? Though I have used some of the phrases, all of the phrases are similar, but that depends on countable and uncountable noun. Which depends on countable and uncountable noun? I mean verb depends on countable and uncountable noun. It's okay. Some of water. Is water countable? Of course water is uncountable. It's okay. So some of water is or are. Which one is right? Because that is uncountable. That can never be counted. Okay. So in this case we can say here some of water is polluted. If it becomes countable noun, of course that would be plural. But right now, some of, when we have used some of, that is plural. That is the symbol of plural. But one is not the symbol of plural. One is always singular. Okay? Some of water, because right now the subject depends on, or the verb depends on the subject. The verb depends on the singular noun or plural noun. So some of water is polluted because water is uncountable noun. Most of his advice. So is advice countable? Is advice countable? I think advice is not countable. It's uncountable now. So most of, but most is plural. Nothing. Most is plural. That is nothing. But after most of phrase, I have used here advice. But advice is countable. Of course, advice is uncountable. So most of his advice is or are important. Which one is right? Of course, is important because advice is uncountable now. So none of this information. Is information countable or uncountable? Of course, information is uncountable now. It's okay. So in this case, verb will be singular. None of this information is true. Next one, last example. All of the milk is or are stale. Is or are stale. So milk, is milk countable or uncountable? Of course, milk is uncountable noun. That's why I should use here singular verb. Okay, all of the milk is stale. Thank you so much. I hope you got the lesson. That is so important lesson for all of the students. And if you would like to sit for any competitive examination, there is no alternative way. There is no alternative way. Of course, we need to understand this lesson clearly. We need to answer this question. If you would like to answer this question, of course, we should have the right idea. We should have the exact idea what I applied here in my class. Thank you. See you soon in the next class. Allah Hafiz. Just for now, Assalamu alaikum.